NRL fans, and welcome back to the Makena channel. The regular season has flown by, and we've officially arrived at the grand finale, round 27. This is where it all comes down to the wire, with teams fighting for every last point to secure a spot in the finals or a coveted place in the top four. We've got massive clashes, potential upsets, and a whole lot of drama ahead. I've done my homework, I've crunched the numbers, and I'm ready to give you my tips and predictions for every single game. But before we get to that, let's take a quick look back at what happened in round 26 and how many of our tips came true. Wow, round 26 was a bit of a mixed bag for us tipsters, wasn't it? Let's quickly run through the scores and see how we went. The Panthers, as we expected, went down against the Bulldogs. The Bulldogs were on fire, and that 28-4 scoreline was a true show of their potential. A big tick for that tip. The Warriors versus Eels game was a classic, but the Eels pulled off a huge upset, winning 26-22. That one caught us off guard. Then came the absolute shocker. The Storm, a top 4 team, getting blown off the park by the Roosters, 40-10. Nobody saw that coming, and it just proves that in the NRL, form means nothing on the day. The Raiders proved why they're minor premiers, with a dominant 24-10 win over the West Tigers, and the Sea Eagles kept their hopes alive with a comfortable 40-24 win over the Dragons. We also saw the Broncos win a Queensland thriller against the Cowboys, 38-30. The Sharks and the Dolphins rounded out the week with solid wins at home against the Knights and Titans, respectively. So, all in all, we had a pretty solid tipping round. We're looking to improve and get a clean sweep in round 27. Alright, it's time for the main event, my tips and predictions for round 27. There is no room for error, and every game matters. Oh, and before we get started, a quick heads up. The North Queensland Cowboys are on the bye this round, so they'll be sitting back, enjoying a well-earned rest, and watching the action unfold just like us. Game 1. Broncos versus Storm. This is a blockbuster to kick off the final round. The Broncos are at home, but the Storm will be fired up after their surprise loss last week. I'm backing the Storm to respond in a big way. Prediction: Storm to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 60%. Game 2. Sea Eagles versus Warriors. The Sea Eagles have a glimmer of hope to make the finals, but they need to win this and win big. The Warriors will be tough, but I think Manly's desperation will give them the edge. Prediction: Sea Eagles to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 55%. Game 3. Roosters versus Rabbitohs. The Roosters' form is peaking at the right time. The Rabbitohs have nothing but pride to play for, but it's a derby, so it will be a fiery clash. I'm backing the Roosters to win this one comfortably. Prediction: Roosters to win. Winning margin: 13+ points. Winning percentage: 75%. Game 4. Dragons versus Panthers. The Panthers will likely rest their stars again to prepare for the finals. The Dragons will be playing at home and will be desperate to finish the season on a high note. This is a huge opportunity for an upset. Prediction: Dragons to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 65%. Game 5. Titans versus West Tigers. This is a huge game for the Wooden Spoon. Neither team has had a good season, but the Titans will be playing at home and will be fired up to avoid the Wooden Spoon. Prediction: Titans to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 51%. Game 6. Bulldogs versus Sharks. The Bulldogs are coming off a great win and are looking strong. The Sharks have been inconsistent, but are a top team when they click. I'm backing the Sharks to win this one with their better forward pack. Prediction: Sharks to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 60%. Game 7. Dolphins versus Raiders. The Raiders have already wrapped up the minor premiership, and while they may rest some players, their depth is incredible. The Dolphins still have a mathematical chance of making the finals, but they need to win and hope for other results to go their way. Prediction: Raiders to win. Winning margin: 1-12 points. Winning percentage: 70%. Game 8. Eels versus Knights. The Eels are coming off a huge upset win and will be full of confidence. The Knights have been a disaster this season and are looking at the Wooden Spoon. I'm backing the Eels to win at home and finish their season with a strong performance. Prediction: Eels to win. Winning margin, 13 plus points. Winning percentage, 85%. So there you have it, my predictions for round 27. It's the final round, so get your tips in and get ready for some unbelievable games. Remember to let me know your thoughts and predictions in the comments below. What are your winning margins and percentages? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of our upcoming content. Thanks for tuning in, and good luck with your tipping.
These Eels, electric, Russell scores,